Hi, welcome to my channel, Sticking with Steve. Today we're going to be in my favorite books journal. Okay, welcome back. We are going to be in my favorite books journal. And I am going to be doing one for The Merry Adventures of Robin Hood by Howard Pyle. If you've never read this, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It is such a good story. I've always loved the legend of Robin Hood, and I really like Howard Pyle's collection of short stories about Robin Hood and the legend. A lot of the Robin Hood stories and the legends that we know today come from this book. And this book is fun because it's just a collection of stories. It's the first. Before this book was published, the Robin Hood legend was only in like songs and poems and things like that. It was never in an actual book form. And Howard Pyle took all those, well, maybe not all, but he took some of the legends and he created a book of short stories about the different adventures of Robin Hood. So a lot of what we know, I grew up watching the Fox version of Disney's Robin Hood, and a lot of those ideas and stories came from this book. One thing I thought was really interesting is there's only one mention of Maid Marian in this book, and it was at the end when he's dying. They mentioned that Maid Marian was his lady fair. And one thing that I found really fascinating when I was kind of researching was that Maid Marian was the French version, or from the French version of the Robin Hood legend. The English the English versions did not have Maid Marian in the poetry and stuff like that until later on. So I thought that was a really interesting thing. So anyway, the book follows stories of the English outlaw Robin Hood, creating a unified version. Can't even talk today. Creating a unified narrative from traditional ballads and establishing the heroic, philanthropic image of Robin Hood that is popular today. Okay, so let's look at, I got this pet tape from Journal Say for Robin Hood. Okay, so there is some of the I want an actual castle, so I'm going to go back to this one. There we go. I want to use one of these castles. And actually, I think I want to use this one. I love that. Okay. I'm going to put this up here. And then I want to do Sherwood Forest. Actually, I think I want to do this. I don't need it to say Sherwood Forest necessarily, because we all know it's Robin Hood, so of course it's going to be Sherwood Forest. And I want to put Prince John like that, and I'll put the money right here. Let's see, there's Friar Tuck. I definitely want the Sheriff of Nottingham. How can you have this without the Sheriff of Nottingham? And this thing of flags would be cool. To have kind of in the background. Oops. Okay, and one thing that's nice about having tweezers is you can use it to go like this and help, there we go, all those little strands. It helps lay it down. Okay, Sheriff of Nottingham. We need to have the village that they're plundering. So we need to have that represented over here. Oops. And then we'll put Friar Tuck. And we will put, I like this picture of the Robin Hood with his merry men. And we need Big John, or Little John. Big John. Little John. And we need, of course, we'll put Richard, King Richard. And I need, well, I don't need, I want to put Robin there, and then we'll put Robin right like that. And I will put this is a fun, that's fun. Put that like that. And then of course we need to have Robin and Maid Marian together. So actually, I think I'm gonna move this Robin I think I'm gonna move him over. Oh, please don't rip. Okay, thank goodness. I'm gonna put him like this. And then, what do we think about him like that? Them, or not him, but them like that? And because I don't want them, I think I'll go like that, because I don't want their faces to be obscured with the different colors here. That's one thing that you can always do if you have stickers that are transparent and you don't want the background to see through, or if they're like this where they're not necessarily transparent but they're thin, so you can see, oops, so you can see behind there. You can always put it on sticker paper. And that will help prevent it from being seen behind them. Now the only downside about that is, you know, the offset. See how the offset is clear? Here, it's like you can't see through it, but that's gonna have to just be okay because I can't do anything about that. I could try to get closer, but I don't want to cut the actual people themselves, so I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. and go like that. And then I just need, I feel like a little something here and a little, maybe a little something there. I don't know that this one has anything that's little. It does not. Let's do, because he is wealthy and taking money from everybody, let's put a jeweled glass there, and we'll use this as well, right down here. Okay, I think that's good. I really like this page. I love this book so much. I loved it so much that when I was done with it, I really wanted to go back and re-listen to the audiobook. I listened to the audiobook of it, and I wanted to go back and re-listen to the audiobook all over again because it was so much fun. Thank you so much for being here and for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much. Bye.